My name is Dr. Farooq Laghari. If you look into my profile, if you look into my career or my success, last 1 year I have appeared in 25 talks on different news channels, and those were especially on the international relations and all over the world, the issues which were going on, like you can look into the affairs which recently occurred, like US-Iran tension. I had many programs on it. Pakistan's foreign policy. I have been invited for talks. I gave my input. I gave my analysis on it. If you talk about the Libyan crisis, if you talk about the Iraq crisis, if you talk about the death of the General Soleimani, if you are talking about the US-Taliban talks, basically I become happy when anchors or the hosts of the TV shows, they are going to announce that we have here an expert on international relations. Then I go back and look into my life. So today's expert is the common man or the common boy of a village which consisted of 60, 70 houses. 60, 70 families were living over there. A common boy that was not having any sort of worth, that doesn't have any sort of support, but slowly, gradually, with struggle, he went ahead and he got the, we can see what we call it, success. Basically, if we look into some sort of principles of success, what we call it, basically I go little bit ahead of success. I believe in excellence, not in success. Because if your principle is that you are going for the excellence, so no one can stop you from growth. You can go ahead and ahead, you can get one milestone after another, and that is going to give you the new milestones and especially new achievements in your life. Another thing, what is the major one, especially in my life, and I also advise to my students, because most of the time we have interaction with our students in the university, and we have a good chat with each other in the class, so I give them some sort of suggestions. If you look into my career, for example, I did my MSc in International Relations from Qaid-e-Azam University, Islamabad in 2005. After that one, I went for the CSS examination. I couldn't qualify. Okay, I moved ahead, chose another field, went into media sector. I joined Sin TV as a sub-editor. For a few months, I was working over there. Got some sort of experience. Applied for the Dawn News. You can look into it. When we were in the school and college, or even in the university, the newspaper, we can see, we used to read. We tried to cover the newspaper that was Dawn newspaper. And it was just seemed like a dream to work in that organization, which was just like, which organization was a dream for you. I served for 2 years. When I used to get the newspaper, Dawn newspapers, complimentary copy, free of charge, my parents became very happy. Then now you have reached at the stage where you are serving in war, means we can see Pakistan's top media organizations. Then after that one, I worked in Sama TV. Later on, as I was eager to study ahead, to go for the higher studies, I thought it is going to be the good channel to join the academics. I joined university in 2010. I joined as a lecturer in the Department of International Relations at University of Sindh. And over there, after that one, I struggled to get any scholarship that I can go, that I can, on my own, I was not in a position to, we can see, finance my studies. So I got the scholarship. In 2014, I left for Malaysia, and I started my PhD in Strategic and Security Studies. At that moment, I have three children. So I thought that it is better one to take my family with me. That my wife, my children also should get the exposure of the outside world. And then it was a good experience. We lived there for 4 years. And we can see every exposure that was available or that was in my extent, I gave to my family. I completed my PhD in strategic and security studies. When I open my ResearchGate account and look into my papers, the publications which I have, so those are being read by different states. Someone is reading in Switzerland, someone in the United States, someone in Egypt, someone in Israel, all over the world. When I look into it, someone has cited over there, so it becomes a happy moment for me. So basically, what I want to tell you, so the principle is, as I look into myself, I am not an intelligent man. I am a hard worker. So hard work pays you. One thing, principle you should follow, always try to focus on the excellence, not on success. Because I move ahead of success. Because success is the one step. Excellence will leave you or will lead you to more and more successes in your life. Second thing, focus on your hard work. Third thing, your motivation level should be high. Always you should be motivational. Always remain optimistic. The fourth principle is always remain the optimistic. If you are optimistic, you can do anything. If you are going to be pessimist, you cannot do anything. Then there is also a principle that you should try to think that everything is possible in the world. Nothing is impossible. What I have experienced. There are many things, those seems to be impossible. Those seems to be difficult. But if you struggle, if you work hard, you can change the fate. Many people, especially many friends say me, sometimes they call it that you are lucky. I say, okay, you can call me lucky. But the major thing which is behind my success, that is not the luck. That is hard work. That is my determination, that I have, especially in my career, what I see in my life, there is no end. Every end has a new beginning. Now I have completed my PhD from National University of Malaysia in Strategic and Security Studies. Now I am going for postdoc, trying to get the opportunity. I have tried to, there is a no, especially what we call it, there was some people think that if we apply for something, or if we go for some competition, we can fail. That doesn't matter. So because every failure leads to a new way. Because if you will look into the career of those people who have the excellence, they are not going to be afraid of the failures. So, means if you will try to contest for anything, if you will apply for anything, that doesn't matter that you fail. One day you will fail, another day, there will be some day that you are going to get the success. So now I have applied for Harvard University. I have a team to go there. I'm trying my best to get the opportunity for postdoc. I have applied for RAND Corporation in the United States, that I can work on the nuclear security, and hopefully I will get it. Because if your struggle is on your way, one day you will get the opportunity. And there is especially some people are going to hide these things. Why we should tell? Because if we don't get the opportunity, then what? Means if I don't get the opportunity, then what? I will try again and again. Someday there will be my day and I can get the opportunity. Now I go back and look into my life. So how it was. As I opened my eyes, I saw my father and mother. Father was a primary school teacher at that moment. We were living in a small village of Laghari that was located in a Tehsil. Tehsil was Miro Khan and district was Larkana. So my mother, she was, when I asked her about education, when I uh, became to that age of 7, 8, especially class, so she told me that she went to school, but she had 4 or 5 classes like that one. After that one, she discontinued her studies. So basically, what my father gave me, I think it is also his efforts that led me over here. That was because due to his, we can see limited financial capacities. जिस तरह हमने वो नारा सुना है ना, रोटी कपड़ा और मकान, जो पीपुल्स पार्टी वालों का जुल्फकार अली भुट्टो की से लेके नारा है, तो he gave me all these things. He gave me shelter, he gave me clothes, he gave me food. Other than that, it was not in his capacity. Try to give a good education, try to take me to the, we can see, brilliant education institutions. It was not in his capacity. So he couldn't afford it. But I don't allege my father. What he has done, that was enough for me. So basically, we have our primary education, as I have my primary education in my school. That was a primary school over there in my village. Then we have a middle school over there. I went over there. Till that one, I was a brilliant student in my class. Because the main thing which I had, which I came to know from me, that I am not intelligent but a hard worker. What capacity I have, that I can still, now I have an age of about, we can see 42 years. Still, I can sit for 15 hours, 18 hours, I can continuously work. Basically, that hard work pays to the students. And that can also pay you to take you to the heights of the success. Then after Middle East, we have we can say about 4 to 5 kilometers. I saw that my father was also promoted now. So he joined the JST. So I went to one of the high school over there, high school, Turkcha school. I completed matriculation from them. And now you can look into the tilt which comes after the matriculation. Till matriculation, I was a brilliant student in my class. Now I complete my matriculation. Now my maternal uncle tells to my mother that basically we cannot get a job in this system without the reference of anyone or without bribery. So basically, you people don't have these two things. So as we have business, because my maternal uncles are not well educated ones. So they had the business of the rice mills. So they told my mother, it is better one to send your children, me and my elder brother, to the business that they can learn something from them. And if they are not going to learn anything else, they will learn the work of the accountant. And they can earn few thousand rupees. At that stage, I didn't have any sort of capacity or that I have, even I couldn't go to Larkana at that moment because I didn't know about the city. That I was going to have we can see my visits, frequent visits. I didn't have any my frequent visits over there. So basically what I was told, so you should join the rice mill. So I used to go there. I continued my education on the sidelines. I did my first year and intermediate from, we can see, degree college, Larkana. So basically the education continued, and for many years I have been working over there. I know that first salary, it was about 800 rupees I've earned. So I was earning money, I thought it is a good one. But there was something inside me which motivated me. This is not my future. So when I was in matriculation, I used to make notes for my CSS preparation. But now all is gone. I was not satisfied. I used to continue that one. Then I came to know that I should go to Zabest. Zabest had a, we can see, campus over there in Lakana. They are starting a new program, Diploma Information Technology. I went there. I thought that I should have something new. I enrolled myself for 1 year on, we can see, after coming from the rice mill, I went to join the classes, and I completed that diploma in information technology. I used to have money in my pocket at that moment because I was taking salaries. So the last salary which I got from the rice mill, that was 3,500 rupees. So then I thought that this is not my future. I should do something else. In those days, after completing my diploma in information technology, we can say, I thought that I should go and start my own computer center. And I started computer center. I was training different students over there in a high school. There was a girls' high school in Mirogan. So when I came to know now I should go and move ahead to have a higher studies. And then in 2002, I applied for MSc in Qaeda University, Islamabad. I know that when I met with one CSP from that region, so I discussed with him, sir, I have applied for MSc, so I'm willing for CSS. So he said, what are the subjects you have chosen for your MSc? I said, first is economics, second one is II. He said, why economics? I said, because people say that you can get the jobs in economics. So what do you prefer if I don't get economics? Can I go and join in IR? He said, go. Join any subject in Qaeda University, because Qaeda University makes, we can see, students brilliant one within 2 years of studies. That I came to know when I reached over there, and when I have interaction with the teachers over there. I can tell you, when I was in graduation, I gave examination part 1 of the BA. So from Commerce College, we can see I have enrollment over there. I used to meet with one of the lecturers. So he was our relative. I just told him, sir, I have done this. I'm willing to go for the CSS examinations. So can you ask someone to guide me? Because you are here. You are a professor in the college. So because you know many people over here. So it is going to be what we call it, that you can give me way. What happened the next day, as he was my relative, so my maternal uncle came to me and said, have you seen your marks in first year of Bachelor of Arts, BA? And you are saying that people are, having a laugh on you, these sort of things, that you will go and appear in CSS and you will qualify the CSS. So basically, this is our society. And when first day of my MSc, I know that when I went over there in the class, the students who were my class fellows, when they came and everyone introduced me, that I'm from GC College, Lahore. Someone said I'm from Ashisan College, Lahore. Someone said I'm from Peshawar University. Someone said I'm from Lawrence College, Murray. So everyone having the higher backgrounds in their study. It was difficult. I know on that day when I introduced myself, came back in my room at the hostel, and when I thought that I should go and have some sort of nap in the afternoon, I was continuously thinking for 2-3 hours, can I compete them? It was difficult. I didn't get the answer. So finally, I wake up and said, I will compete. I will compete. And I know I studied day and night, and I competed with them. I was to be called as one of the best students in my department. But basically they didn't know. Everyone was asking me, what is your background? How you cover these things? Basically, if you have the determination, you can cover all these things. And you will see many, I have also noticed that one. You will see many people discouraging you in our society. In our society, there are many people, always they are trying to discourage you, and that will lead you, sometimes you are going under depression. But you have to come back from there. You have to make your struggle, make yourself powerful. And that's what I did. And from there, what I have seen, that when I went into depression during my intermediate and after that one, I decided at that moment, I know one day I decided that I should end myself. But then I decided, no, I'm going to come back. And from that day, when I decided I will come back, I don't listen to anyone. Many of my friends, many of my relatives have the complaints that Farooq didn't listen to us. He's going on his own path, continuing his efforts. So basically, this is my message for you. Go for excellence, have a hard work, then you should have a self, we can see what we call it, you should have a determination that you can do anything and make things which seems to be impossible, possible ones. And nothing has an end. Every end has a beginning. Thank you very much. So nice.